Yo, Ross McKinley, extensively trained, leg day, hamstrings. I like to do these typically as my second exercise. One set to failure, we're going to do a rest pause method, lying leg curl. So, got Connor to help us here. I'm going to take you through it first and explain to you what we're going to do, and then you're going to see a working set as well. So, lying leg curl, flip around, mate. We're going for a weight. It's fairly heavy for him. What you want to make sure is with this, back stays nice and soft. He's not arching up and using his lower back to complete the reps. Last couple, that's okay, but not all the way through. I want his feet inside shoulder width. If you're with a partner, make sure the feet are right and pull your toes up to your shins. He's going to really drive with his heel up, pushing against my hands, mate. See there now, wanting to be hamstrings that start the movement. That's what we're trying to focus on and burn out. So what he's going to do, just relax there, mate. That's his setup. That's how we're going to set it up. In terms of what we're going to do for this method and the way we're going to do the training, we're aiming to fail between 20 and 25 total reps, but we're going to use a rest pause method, which means he's going to have one set to failure, if you like, then he's going to get 20 seconds rest, then he's going to go again, then he's going to go again. So the total reps is a combination of those 3 mini sets. We're aiming for between 20 and 25. This takes a little bit of practice to get used to. If you're shooting well over 25 on your first attempt, your first week, next week you need to go up significantly. Once he's finished those 3 mini sets, we're going to do 25 partials just to fuck him up. Let's go. Nice and tight in here. Nice and loose. 1, good. 2, 3, good. 4. Nice and tight. Good. Right in your hamstrings every time. Come on, good. Make sure it doesn't come off. Make sure if you work with a partner, if the pad starts bouncing off, get them to control it a little bit more. The more advanced you are, you can go a little bit more. You can kind of push, you can go a little bit more powerfully. Once you get fatigued, once he hits a number where he thinks, that's it, he's good, you can only do a couple more good reps. We'll have a 20-second rest, and then we'll go to the next one. As he's kicking up, like I said, the more advanced you are, when I do it, when Connor does it, you can kind of go a little bit more powerfully because he's remembered the technique and the coaching cues we had at the beginning. So his feet are inside his shoulder width, he's driving through his heel. See now the second time he's much more fatiguing, keep that on the pad, mate, good. Good. You don't want the pad bouncing off at the top, you need to keep tension throughout. See now as he's starting to use his back, he's starting to get fatigued. Couple of reps. Once you see them flaring through the midsection, they're starting to pull on it too much, that's when you tell them to have a break. You should feel that yourself, but if you're with a partner, make sure that they tell you, watch. This is the area I'm talking about. You'll notice at the end of your set, he's starting to flare up, he's starting to use his lower back to pull the weight. That's not what we want. We're using just his hamstrings and really contracting there for it to work. Last one. This is his last set. How many on so far, mate?
19.
He's on 19 so far, 19 reps so far. That's 21. 22, good. 23, you can see as he gets fatigued how much less powerful he is. Good, fight in. One more. Good line control, down, good. Good. So he's finished on 23 reps there. I think he's done this before. That's ideal, that's perfect. Now he's got a little rest, you stay there. Now we're going to do partials. Now this is just an extra little method to finish off to really burn your hamstrings up. Right, when you're ready, we're just going to go like a third of the way. If you've got a partner, so what we'll do is find tension first, mate. So there, so make sure it's on his hamstrings first, and he's going to do 25 partials to there. Go on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come on, 8, 9, 10, come on, grab, 11, 12, come on, power, 13, 14, 15, let's go, 16, 17, 18, come on, 25 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, nice, good. So that's the intensity that it needs to be at. You need to be working hard, it should be ruining you. If you're getting off this and thinking you could do another set, you haven't went hard enough. We need to take the technique and the coaching cues that we had from the beginning, make sure you're locked into position, make sure you put it through your hamstrings the full time, using your hamstrings to contract. Every time, think about driving your heel up and around and contracting, don't just move your hips back. Up and around, contract your hamstrings, take the failure. Like I said, aim to fail between 15 and 25, 20 to 25 ideally. If you can't reach that number, you need to decrease the weight. If you're shooting well over, you need to make sure that you go heavier.